It's right at 10 o'clock. Oh, came out of the woods, got me some water. I'm gonna slip over here to another spot. I was gonna sit over this pond that's real thick around it, but the wind is totally wrong for that spot. So I think I'm gonna slip to the back side of it and try to get in a tree, sit for a couple hours. I don't know, most of our action has been morning and midday, so I'll probably hunt through midday, and I don't know, I may not hunt this afternoon, just depends. But anyway, I'll see y'all when we get in the tree. Alright, I moved and got set up. The wind was wrong for the pond, so I set up just downwind of the pond. I got this plot here, this small grain field, and then behind it I can see some tall, growed up grass. And then down I can see a growed up section we left of grass, kind of some screening. Oh, and then below me I got an oak flat. I'm on top of a tall ridge, and about a 20 foot drop I can see this oak flat behind me. These deer have been traveling right on top of this ridge. There's all kind of fresh rubs. When Dad shot that deer, I came out of those woods over across from this plot and walked up. That's where I found that big turtle shell, and I walked the side of that small green field, and there's all kind of trails over there. I don't think they're really using this green field, but they're traveling down the side of it in that screening we left. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. With the RUT on and everything else, those deer have got to travel over there and get some water at some point. But I don't know, I couldn't sit right up on the pond because the wind, and this side over here is nothing but real thick, nasty stuff. There's not any big trees to set up in. So this is about as close as I could get without screwing it up. So we'll see what happens. There's a good buck over there. I can't tell if he's a shooter or not. that tall grass. I couldn't see where it went. I couldn't tell where he went. He stood up on the other side of tall grass and I kept losing him. He was walking. He went over there and hit a couple of licking branches. Oh. I had a chance at him when he was over there. I just couldn't tell how big he was. And then he stopped a couple more times and I could see his body good, but I couldn't see his head. It looked like a decent sized body deer. I'm gonna give it a second and walk over there. I don't know. I don't think he dropped. Alright. It's 2 o'clock. I just got down. I was set up in this tree. I've already took my stand down. I got 2 sticks left up. But I was right up there in that tree. And I was watching this bottom right here. I'm on top of this tall ridge, and then it feeds out into this green field we've got right here. But those deer travel this, and then they travel the far side of that green field. Typically don't even come out in it until dark. And then we got this tall stuff in this power line here, and those deer travel that all the time. And we have been seeing and hearing deer chasing the ponds right there, traveling this thick strip here. Oh, matter of fact, I come out the other day and we sat right there, me and Dad, because we could hear them chasing in here. And but I was set up, and then on the other side of this tall stuff up here, I just seen antlers come up out of this. Oh, I'm not sure if he was bedded in that and got up, or if he was coming from the pond, or what. But I literally told my wife, she's like, hey, can you be home tonight? That way we can spend some time together. You've been hunting a lot, this and that. And I was like, yeah. I said, I'll leave here no later than 3 o'clock. I said, I'll get out of the tree at 2. And I'll be dang if I wasn't about to get my stuff ready to get out. And I looked up, it was 1:56. And then he was standing there. But look at all this. These rows. I didn't see him drop. I had to walk over here, try to see if I can find where he was standing. Man, it's been a good year. This stuff is nasty over here. I think he was bedded in this mess. Yeah, this is that stuff I'm telling you about. I mean, it's almost head high. You can tell where something cut a trail in it. But they hadn't really been touching this food plot. Like, there's a little bit ate on the sides, but I think it's mainly at dark, which we don't really hunt over these. But anyway, I'm gonna see if I can see where I shot this deer at. Well, it's 3:30. I went in there, couldn't find any blood. Come back up to the truck, got a water and everything, and figured I'd wait a few minutes in case I made a bad shot. Went back down there like a rookie, forgot my camera, but I had my gun. Went back in, looked around, and I kind of walked there towards the pond, and I found blood going down through this tunnel of briars. Crawled through there and found the deer. He was dead. There was actually a doe standing over him
that started blowing at me. Kind of weird. Whenever I shot him, I didn't see it though, and I watched him for quite a bit. But who knows? So Dad's on the way up here. He's gonna help me get him out. He's down there by that pond. It's some thick, nasty stuff. But I don't know. We're gonna get him out of there, and we'll see y'all when we get down there. All right, we're going in to get him. I got my mule with me. He's gonna throw him on his shoulder and tote him out of here. I had to get some kind of payback for that last deer you killed. Might be a hole right there. Some thick, nasty stuff up in here. The court. I should have worn my thick pants. I think this is gonna be the easiest way though. That over there is nothing but briars. These are my thin bow hunting pants. It's been so hot. It don't feel like we just had Christmas, does it? Whenever I first come in here, he was in this, and I was coming in from over there, and it is, you can't tell it, but it is thick. And then I hit that ridge right there, and he was laying up here, and his head was stuck up in that bush. And I sat there and I stared at a dead deer for 10 minutes, thinking he was alive. And he got some good lean. Yeah, it's so nasty, isn't it? He's run down. I put a better shot on him than I thought I did after I shot, and I realized he didn't fall. Oh, I was in a very uncomfortable position. That was a humongous tree I was on, and I was trying to lean around the left side of that tree, and I was trying to get my camera on him, and it was so hard to keep up with him because he was walking through that thick mess. But all right, we got in there to him. Oh, I'd had one picture of this deer. I hadn't seen him. Dad thinks this may have been one of the deer he's seen across the creek. But he come up out of that thick mess by that food plot. I wasn't expecting to see anything on that food plot, but I wanted to be able to see the back side and the bottom of that ridge behind me. The other day when Dad shot that deer and I went over there to help him, I walked out that way and there was a ton of trails, fresh sign going on the back side of that plot, and it's really thick in between that plot and this pond. It's only like 125 yards away, and them deer travel the edge of that. They can see in that plot, and it's hard to see them. You know, they don't want to walk out through that wide open field. So I didn't see anything this morning. Decided to move around 9:30. Got set up in the tree, and I told the wife I'd be home around 4 o'clock. Told her I'd leave up here at 3. So at 2 o'clock I was getting out of the tree. I hadn't seen anything all day, and 1:56 he walked out, and I couldn't tell at first. All I could see was the antlers. So I let him walk probably 80 yards before I made a shot on him. I don't know how much I got it in the video, but I was trying to keep the camera on him and also trying to look to make sure he was a shooter. And at first I thought it was a big 6, but then I realized he had 4 on one side and 3 on the other, and then I realized he was that big 7 we had got on camera. So anyway, I was kind of scared when he run off, but I took the shot I took was I felt good about it until he didn't drop, and then I didn't feel great. I wasn't real comfortable when I shot, but I don't know, we made it happen. He didn't run but about 50 yards, so well, we about to get him out of here.